Hello everybody, welcome back to this final match from the Oscatch World Cup 2022 round of 16. We're going to be looking at Turkey versus Sweden from the lowest bracket match, but also going on at the same time, we've got Great Britain versus Norway, and we'll bring you updates on that when possible. So here's our two teams, Turkey in red, Sweden in blue, and reminder, both of these teams are fighting to remain in the tournament. Loser goes home, there are no second chances. I'm JB Hyperion and joined for this match by Luminite, who is preparing a coffee.
Not at the moment,
prepared?
but I will be soon.
Okay.
I woke up very late. If you caught me for the other match, Mexico Taiwan, you knew that I was gonna sleep in very late, and I did indeed. But I woke up. I'm here. I'm excited. Turkey versus Sweden. We did have a very fun time talking about this match when we did our predictions. I expect it to be very, very interesting. You know, we talked a lot about how Turkey seems to be one of those teams that you definitely don't want to underestimate. So I'm really interested to see how they compete against a team like Sweden, who has so much extensive experience in this tournament, Turkey being a very new team this year.
Yeah, Turkey, probably the team that are making their debut at the Catch World Cup, never appeared in a CWC before, that have done the best out of the other four teams that are kind of debutants. Sweden, a team of players that have been around for a long, long time, of wealth of experience in pretty much their entire roster, really. Looks like Turkey are going to be banning first. I didn't quite get to see what Turkey's roll with. Asion from Sweden rolling the 60. A 5. That's a kind of an unfortunate roll from Zeus, the Turkish captain.
Seen
but
a lot
will be
of
Sweden winning the roll.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of low rolls. Both Mexico and Taiwan rolling under 15, 6 and 11 respectively, so...
In Canada versus Russia yesterday, I think we had 100 versus 97, so...
Yeah, I think, I want to say Elux mentioned that, but rolls are all over the place.
So, Zeus, captain of Turkey, taking Hidden 2, Origami Angels, the title track, out of contention. We'll see what Sweden opt to ban next. I think that's a kind of decision that infers that Turkey aren't feeling very confident on Hidden. Because when I think Sweden, I definitely think a no-mod and double-time team as their strengths. Asion taking a little bit of time to decide what's going to be taken off the table from Team Sweden. And No-Mod 1 being removed by Sweden, I think that's a sensible choice. Turkey, again, a newer team, doesn't necessarily have quite as much experience in playing these kind of map pools, at least in a kind of one-shot setting. So taking out one of the more easier consistency-focused picks probably suits their strengths. Force the opponents to play on harder maps where the pressure might build to them and affect them more than it would a more comfortable pick.
Yeah, that's a fair analysis, you know, and I think we've talked about extensively is the fact that even though even though Turkey is a new team, you have been very, very clear in the fact that you're surprised they have not qualified prior to this year. They took a point off of Taiwan last week. There's definitely there's definitely no reason to count Turkey out of this match. I think they're gonna perform very strong, but these bans are definitely indicative of of where the team's strengths and weaknesses lie. Sweden possibly just taking it out to force Turkey into a more uncomfortable position, as you said. So it's going to be interesting with Sweden picking first to see where they want to start off the match.
Yeah, both these teams were on the receiving end of 5-1 and 5-0 respective beatings at the hands of Taiwan and Mexico, two incredibly strong teams in their first week in the round of 32. Is Aseon already asking for the tactical timeout before even picking a map? That's very interesting. We've seen a lot of teams picking tactical timeouts like when there's kind of only 2 or 3 picks left, and they're kind of desperately kind of weighing up the options in their mind as to, is this pick better, is that pick better, like how are our opponents on this, give this person a little bit of extra time to practice. But Sweden taking their tactical timeout immediately, is that because they're trying to get someone else into the lobby, or they really do not necessarily have the plan set out? Interesting.
Well, I definitely hope for their sake it's the former.
Yeah.
Not having a plan, having to take a timeout this early, I would really hope that it has something to do with a difficulty that they're having, but oh man.
I mean, we haven't seen Aseon asking, can a player be moved to the server? So I'm not sure if it's a connection difficulty. It might be that that player just physically is not ready for the start of the match. And that timer is going to run out very rapidly, and they're going to be forced to make a pick and play whether their kind of missing player, if that is indeed what's happened, is available or not. Maybe they feel that Turkey are just so eager to get going that they're stalling for time to try and let them get more nervous.
Or on the other hand, too, you can be stalling to let that enthusiasm, like, turn into, into nervousness, yeah. They're like, oh yeah, let's get started, and then, oh, we have the pick now.
And they did leave that exceptionally close. Only about 20 seconds left on the timer, but it's going to be Mixed Mod 1, Summoning 101 coming in. One of the harder maps in the pool, especially for Hard Rock, I believe. And this is kind of a pick that I expected to come out of Sweden, based on the fact that they feel Turkey will want to play the easier, more consistency-focused picks, where they have a chance of getting really good team scores and competing with Sweden. Try and pick the hardest maps in the pool, and hope that they can maintain combo longer than Turkey. So we didn't see a lot of Meyaku on Team Sweden in the qualifiers or the round of 32, so good to see them making an appearance.
Healthy team rotation.
Yeah, Sweden just a team of 5, missing kind of one player, or having one player slot available extra to them if they so wanted, but just opting for that 5.
Feel free, anyone in the audience, feel free to join Team Sweden right in the middle of the tournament. They have an open spot for you.
I'm not sure it quite works like that.
That would be fun if it did. We're waiting to get this pick started.
Okay, so we see a little bit of a roster rotation for Sweden relative to their previous round. We got Datapata again playing Hard Rock, but this time Aseon has switched to Nomad, and Meyaku's going to be doing that hidden role, filling in from where he was obviously not able to play in the previous round. Let me just check if we see an early break there from Mansek right at the beginning, but Datapata following up almost immediately with the Hard Rock. Hard Rock gives a 1.12 multiplier, so any misses from the Hard Rock player are significantly more important than others.
That being said, Meyaku finding 2 misses there. Zeus also finding a combo break now. 4 out of the 6 players really struggling right out the gate with this map. Mayaku's accuracy really low. Datapata finding another break. Mansek following it up. Mayaku another one. Misses are all over the board here for everyone except for Aseon and Flandre Scarlet.
Yeah, the two Nomad players definitely having the best time here. Flandre Scarlet does drop, as does Zeus, and Mansek as well. A huge team miss from Turkey lets the lead flow all the way over to Sweden's court now. Mayaku and Aseon having some trouble as well, but Datapata with that almost 200 combo is still just about keeping the score balance in their favor.
Mansek following it up with a miss now. Aseon losing his FC was pretty major. Mayaku and Zeus both missing now. Datapata the only person up at 200 now. Flandre Scarlet is going to join him here real quick. Mansek missing though again.
Yeah, there's some really tricky spacings with Hidden to balance the catcher, and also the high slider velocity sliders can be really punishing if you miss slider ends as well. Mayaku just not quite dashing quickly enough in that slow section to catch the end. Mansek also missing as well. I think overall Sweden are very, very slowly building an advantage, but this is absolute carnage on both sides.
Oh, for sure. Mansek finding even more misses. Aseon recovering nicely. 2 players on the Turkish team back up to 200. Aseon the only person on Sweden back up to 200. Mayaku finding more misses. Zeus gonna find a miss though. It was actually going pretty slowly into Turkish favor before that miss.
Yeah, Datapata had a miss 100 combo ago, and Zeus with the other Hard Rock kept the score going, bringing it much, much closer. Unfortunately, that miss from Zeus now is going to put the distance a bit bigger, but we see another miss from Mayaku, bringing it a bit closer again. That blue bar is getting smaller and smaller.
Ooh. Aseon finding a miss. Double miss on Turkey though from Mansek and Flandre. Again, that would have gone in a Turkish lead if they did not miss there.
Pretty much everyone dropped there within the span of about 50 combo. Flandre Scarlet missing right at the end. You could see Datapata was annoyed with that miss, but it's not quite enough to swing the things in the Turkish roster's favor. About a 17,000 point victory for Sweden. I think they can feel that they've gotten very lucky coming out of that one. Mayaku and Mansek in particular did not have a good time playing Hidden with that one.
Yeah, that was that was rough across the board. Lots of misses found, no FCs. Definitely, I wonder if Sweden expected going into this pick for them to have performed better, it being their pick, or if they picked it solely because they could not do worse than Turkey on it, which is a really, really meh way to look at things and could backfire very easily.
Yeah,
but I wonder.
Backfired. I mean, I kind of feel like I'm extrapolating a little bit because I didn't know how the teams had practiced and what information they've taken into account based on the other teams. But as Sweden, I kind of expected the mixed mod pick coming out early because, as I said, it's one of the harder maps, and they feel that tournament nerves are going to play a part, and they would just perform better than Turkey. It was a risk, and they've almost kind of destroyed both of themselves in that one opening move, like using your ultimate right out of the bat and just completely wiping out both teams. But it did just about pay off, as long as the following picks aren't negatively impacted by that risk taking.
Off of that, I expect to see some cat jams or rat jams in the chat. For nowhere overtime, the convert, one of two convert no mods.
Yeah, so anyone interested in following the Norway versus the UK games, currently 2-0 to Norway, having played No Mod 2 and Double Time 3, and they are also currently in the midst of this particular song, No Mod 3 Overtime, so no matter who you're supporting, you can pretend that you're watching their team with this one. We'll be getting underway for game number 2 now, though. As we said, Sweden just about squeezing out that early point on their pick. Turkey going to firing back with No Mod 3, one of the two converted OS difficulties in the No Mod pool for this round of 16.
One of the longer maps too, 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, there's quite a long intro here that's unmapped, so it's about closer to 3 minutes. The No Mod 4 is a lot longer, like 4 minutes, like truly 4 minutes in length. Thank you to the players all for letting us listen to the little groovy intro right now. I'm jamming out. You're all jamming out. It's all good.
Lots of rad jams in chat. Gonna get the actual map started here now. Oh, got our first miss from Miyaku on Sweden. Mansek gonna trade it on Turkey side.
Yeah, Miyaku getting caught out by those two sliders in the break section, not having the same slider velocity. And a couple more misses from Miyaku, they're going to give Turkey an early advantage.
Oh yeah, we got a double miss on Sweden now for Miyaku and Dadapada. Miyaku finding another one. I see Mansek trading it on Turkey though, so not going to run away with it just yet. See Miyaku struggling with some of these more like nitpicky pattern or direction changes. Seen him miss quite a few. I think there have been almost all of his misses. One of the struggles with playing a converted map, Miyaku finding even more misses now.
Yeah, Mansek's done well to build back up to that 200 combo now. During the break that we just saw, all players will have been able to see their opponent's scores, so Turkey will know that they have an advantage. And that advantage has gotten bigger and bigger as the map's gone on. No break there, so Turkey won't know that the lead is stretched out further, but Miyaku dropping once again. Really, really struggling here as Dadapada gets back up to 200 combo though.
Mansek is struggling just like Miyaku and Dadapada, but Turkey has both Flandre Scarlet and Zeus holding on strong for their team. Dadapada getting back up to past 200, Asion's the only FC left on the Swedish side. But Miyaku really, really struggling with this map.
And Turkey know in this break they have a lead of 200,000 points with a third of the map still to play. They're doing everything they need to do, and pending like a complete breakdown from one or more of their players, they've got this one in the bag. There are some kind of tricky dashes into big slider velocities towards the end, but a miss like right in the last kind of 20-30 notes on its own isn't going to be that much of a problem as Mansek trades with another Miyaku drop. Miyaku and Mansek trading again. We see a drop from Dadapada as well there. Is going to increase the score gap a little bit. Asion still holding really nicely for Sweden, but his teammates are not able to keep up with him as Flandre Scarlet and Zeus are really putting in work here for Turkey.
Miyaku falling all the way down in his HP bar to 0. Building back up now, but he's really struggling with this map. Wow. Turkey blew that out of the water. Very strong pick for Turkey.
Yeah, really impressive comeback to lose out on a kind of narrow loss by only a few kind of tens of thousands of points in their opening pick and almost getting that break point to now winning by over 200,000 and 2 players FCing. Like, this is why I'm surprised that Turkey have never qualified for a CWC before, because they have really, really solid players. I think Miyaku, if there's a person available, if Yukiteru Amano or who else is on their roster right now? I'm terribly sorry. I've completely forgotten. Blah, 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 blah. Eclipse? Yeah. If Eclipse or Yuki aren't available right now, I think one of them needs to get in because Asion is not having a good time.
The converted. I'm trying to think of the word, but I'm still like trying to wake up. The converted accuracy, I'm going to say just for now, that is required of some really interesting direction changes in fruit placement. really caught Mayako off guard, I think. Looked at a lot of his misses. He's missing them not by very small margins. It looks like he would be missing them if he just changed just a little bit further. Or a little bit quicker, not further.
So it's becoming a bit of a theme here that Sweden are trying to let their countdown run out as much as possible. Although, as I say that, they do go into double time, which is something that I thought they would probably go for a little bit sooner. So double time 1, shoelaces, coming out probably the easier of the two specifics. There's an argument that Koigokoro, DT3, the convert, might be slightly easier in the double time pool overall. So speaking of players that aren't available, I'm pretty certain that Matt H is not available for the UK right now, because I haven't seen him in a single pick, and he would usually be like an absolute core, immovable member of that roster. And Norway have taken a 3-0 lead now going into, again, this same map. They're also playing DT1. Now Aeon saying move Yukiteru to the server, so if this is what they were delaying for, to try and get time for him to join the match, they might have just about delayed enough.
While we wait for our Swedish friend, have you been to the Osu store, GP Hyperion? Have you been there recently?
I have perused the OS store, yes. I heard that there are very beautiful banners for sale.
Yes, I'm so glad that you're aware. We have very beautiful banners, very snazzy, very flashy. $2.50 United States currency. You know, support the team, support your team, support the World Cup. They look absolutely fantastic. I have one on my own profile for Team Mexico, still basking in their victory from last night. Please, sacrifice a coffee, sacrifice some McDonald's or whatever fast food is best available in your country. Show your support, show your love for your Catch World Cup team. All 32 teams that qualified are available, so lots of options to choose from.
And as you are plugging beautiful banners, there we go. The man, the myth, the legend, Yukiteru Amano playing in, I think, his 9th CWC, finally able to make it to, hopefully, buoy Team Sweden a little bit, because they've won 1 point narrowly, but then suffered a fairly crushing defeat against debutants Turkey. Hopefully they can get him to swing the tide, because they really need his consistency and experience right now.
Right out the gate, we're going to see a miss from Mansek. If there's any time to miss, it's definitely going to be before anyone else gets to 200. So it's going to give a slight combo lead to Sweden for now, but it's not going to be too big. Aeon and Yukiteru both missing. Mansek missing, but Yukiteru trading it.
I'm not sure how much warming up Yukiteru Amanu's been able to do, but he is struggling a tiny bit with the catcher control of the dibble time, the fluid increased speed there. Mansek building combo back up nicely. Aeon back up to 200 combo. Zeus going to find another drop. Just Flounder Scarlet remaining with the full combo on the side of Turkey. But Datapata missing as well.
Mansek missing on Turkey. Yukiteru trading it. Mansek missing once again. Datapata and Zeus are recovering nicely. Mansek and Yukiteru still struggling. Yukiteru missing yet again. This is a Swedish pick. They do not want to give up a break point this early in the match. Yukiteru missing once again. Zeus now finding a miss. Flandre Scarlet now finding a miss.
Even with the kind of almost team miss from Turkey, I think they've got enough of an advantage If Manset goes down as well, they could be in trouble, but it has to happen right now. He does go down right now. Is there enough time for Sweden to come back into this?
Yukiteru's gonna miss. Yeah, it's not gonna be enough time.
Even if Yuki had held on the end there, I don't think it would have quite been enough. There was still 50,000 points to go. Flandre Scarlet with the one miss at When You See It, 727 combo. Yukiteru Romano, unfortunately, the difference maker there, only making it above 200 combo one time. This man needs to be warmed up. The whole team have been waiting for him. They're expecting him to perform at that top level, and unfortunately, I think he just needs a little bit of kind of tournament, gets the engine running for a little bit before he's able to compete at this map pool level. And you can see he's dipping out, hopefully, to go and practice whatever's coming up next. Take a breather and get back ready for the next map. But Turkey, as you said, do take a break point, currently leading 2-1. Their decision next.
Do they go for the other? I wonder, actually, in a more general question, are they gonna stick to picking converts, right? Because they ran away with overtime. They ran away with it. So I really wonder if they think, okay, converts here are the way to go. No mod 4, for example.
If Yukiteru Romano was playing at kind of what he would consider his kind of peak performance, how he should be performing, I think Turkey would be taking a risk to be picking more converts now, simply because he's been around for so long and grew up playing converts and is a very, very good convert player. But maybe if they're gonna pick converts, they do it now before he's at full strength. I think that's a risk, but it might be, now that they've got a breakpoint, it might be something that they're willing to try and do. Turkey are taking a little bit of time to decide here, though. Hard Rock 3, so they are going with converts, but they're going to an unseen as yet mod pool. Norway have just taken a 5th point off of the UK, currently at match point. This one by a much smaller margin, only 16,000 relative to some of their previous points. So UK maybe in with a chance of sniping a point towards the end if they're ending on a high, but yeah, Norway definitely in the driving seat in that match, proceeding quite a bit quicker than this one.
One of my favorite names in the tournament, Lorem Ipsum, coming in for Turkey now.
How much of the rest of the Lorem Ipsum Dolor do you know?
Nope, that's it. Lorem Ipsum Dolor. Yep, just those three.
Fair enough.
I actually haven't seen that in a very long time. I just know how confusing it is.
It was like the thing that automatically came up every time you tried to make a text box in Microsoft Word in like circa late 1990s.
I was not alive in the late 1990s. Fun fact.
Oh well, okay. Thanks for making me feel old. But... So our ref, Leo, giving both teams a warning that, hey guys, come on, really need to not let the timers run out from now on. So they have been warned. Hopefully we see things move at a slightly quicker pace from now on.
From a funnier standpoint, I absolutely love seeing picks be rolled. I know it's unfortunate for probably both teams, but as a spectator, seeing a rolled pick is like one of the most exciting things that can happen. It's like, oh my god, what are they gonna do? But yes, Yukiteru Romano coming back in for Sweden. Seems like everyone else gonna be remaining unchanged. Flandre Scarlet, Zeus on Turkey staying in, Datapata and Aesion staying in for Sweden. Well, Yukiteru also playing last map as well, but he just stepped out for a little bit.
All of these players have their little rituals and superstitions, something that calms the nerves, something that puts you in the groove. Sometimes you've just got to get out of the lobby, take, well, I would say 5 minutes, but in this case, the most you can take is 2. as we see Datapata just underdashing a big stack there at the beginning, tanking his accuracy, but as you said earlier, right at the beginning of the map, not a huge problem. This one is one of the shorter maps though, so if you do lose combo, it's kind of difficult to build back up in time.
Yuki Terra found a miss about 100 ago. Lorem is now going to trade it.
Yeah, that's going to bring the scores very, very close. It's going to be only separated by Datapata's early miss, but Yuki finds another drop there, just as he was kind of building combo back up nicely. Right before the break, missing again, Turkey can see they have about a 35,000 point advantage at the halfway mark. Looking good for them so far to secure another point.
Lorem missing at the beginning of this more intense section. Zeus also finding a miss. You can see the score immediately swinging it back over to Sweden. Flandre missing now.
Yeah, Sweden easily taking the lead here now with about a third of the map still to go, thanks to that spaced team miss on the side of Team Turkey.
Yuki Terra now finding a miss. Lorem's going to trade it though. Definitely not what Turkey wanted.
Yeah, Zeus and Flandre Scarlet still only just now getting back up to 200 combo. And we see another 3 misses, 2 of them on Turkey. Sweden eking out even more of an advantage as we come into the final. The end of this map is really, really, really tricky, and we could see plenty more misses. So team miss, everyone goes down, but it is Sweden with the advantage of about 110,000 points. They build up enough of a lead, so they manage to take a break point back, and we're squared again at 2-all.
This is exactly how Sweden wanted to respond, getting that unfortunate break point just a little bit ago. They are now back in control. We are now back into a back and forth scenario. Possible one at that. With the warning being down, definitely going to stick to a 2-minute break much more faithfully. Wondering where Sweden is going to go now. They've kind of been all over the board with their 2 picks, mixed mod and double time.
And we bring news. Norway have secured that 6th and final point against the UK, so a clean sweep victory for them. Really, really well performed, closing out in style by 700,000 points on double time too. So they'll be advancing. Unfortunately for the UK, it is the end of their 2022 run in the Catch World Cup.
Yes, everyone, please give your thoughts to JB Hyperion in this very tough time. His team
I'll be
has
fine. Remember our heroes. So Leo did mention that they needed to get a move on, and they haven't quite got to 2 minutes yet, but they're not exactly racing to make a next pick either. So you really might end up seeing that random rolled pick that you were talking about earlier if they don't get a move on.
Okay, they've got it in. They're gonna go with a hidden 3, Anima. Now, last I saw this played against Mexico-Taiwan, this was an extremely rough pick for all of the players. Arguably both teams on a higher caliber than Turkey and Sweden, so I'm very, very worried to see how this will go.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting because this is approach rate 9.3, and the only hidden we saw either of these two teams play in the round of 32 was a long fall, which I think was approach rate 8.3, so way, way, way slower. So this is kind of testing a completely different skill set that neither team really has that much info on, which is maybe why Sweden took a bit longer to decide whether they wanted to go for it against Turkey or not. So Eclipse making an appearance. I was beginning to think that Sweden were very short on players, but they're making an appearance. That's good. Good to see.
Yeah, but it's always good to see some team rotation. Another very short map that is a little bit more dense, so there are still more objects in general. But still not a lot of time. Definitely don't want to find a miss on this kind of map, but as I said earlier, it's proven to be a rough pick.
Should mention this is also our first sighting of Shimu as well on Team Turkey, as we see early misses from Zeus, Yukitaro Romano, and Aesion. So slight advantage to Turkey. Shimu missing on that quick hyper chain there.
Ooh, a triple miss from Team Sweden.
Team miss. Yeah, Zeus the only person still holding that 200 combo, perfectly placed to build a score advantage, but everyone else around him is really struggling.
Eclipse finding a miss now, Yukitaro finding his footing. And as I say that, he will also drop. No one on Team Sweden over 200. Zeus, only person on Turkey holding on.
Eclipse and Shimu trading misses there. Yukitaro, Mansek building back up as we see another double miss from Team Sweden. Aesion and Eclipse going down, but a double miss from Turkey as well. Mansek and Shimu also falling. It is all on Zeus. He is carrying this score gap right now, but it's getting so small as Shimu is really starting to struggle. What happened to Yukitaro Romano?
It is a client thing. His score is still coming through, it looks like, though.
I really hope he's stayed in the game, because Sweden have a definite chance of taking this. Shimu is having a little bit of time building combo, and Mansek has had a huge accuracy drop, down at 96% there. Aesion building back up, Eclipse back up at 200 combo. Zeus finally falls. After FCing almost the entire map, really helping build the score difference for his team. Is it going to be enough? We don't know what Yukitaro Romano's score is if he managed to finish and submit. We're hearing that he just disconnected from the lobby and therefore didn't manage to submit. In which case, I think since it was after the first 30 seconds, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to replay that point.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be able to whether he got to that score screen.
Yeah, it depends on whether he got to the end and can submit the score, even though he disconnected from the tournament client. So while we await confirmation, we're kind of tentatively saying that that is a breakpoint for Turkey, which puts them 3-2 up. But we are waiting for confirmation to find out whether Yukitaro managed to reach the end score screen and can therefore submit the score. I mean, that looks like a screenshot of an ending score screen, perhaps.
Yeah, we do see a screenshot posted in chat now.
I haven't seen anything like this before.
I believe similar things have come up in Taika World Cup. I'm somewhat familiar with this process.
Whilst we wait to see whether that score even counts and what the scoreline is, Zeus wasting no time in getting into double time 3. They feel that even if Yukitaro submitted the score, that they have an advantage here on double time, and they can maybe exploit a weakness from Sweden and take this one to a slightly bigger score gap.
Okay. So, Yukitaro's score was accepted. However, this is going to be painful to announce. They lost the point by 100 points.
What? Yukitaro's score added on meant that Turkey win by 100. Unbelievable.
So that was a legitimate break point for Turkey, edging out on hidden 3.
I honestly don't know what to say. That's got to be heartbreaking for Sweden.
Seeing lots of off the rails reactions in the chat. That's all happening in both me and JBH's head right now. I cannot believe that. Wow. Ooh, I feel so bad for Team Sweden.
So there you go. One of our moderators has linked the score screen in the chat if you want to verify for yourselves. We're still waiting to swap some members. Flandre Scarlet is currently on Team Sweden. Needs to be swapped with Yugitera Romano before we can get going. There we go. So, after the high drama of Yuki disconnecting from the client, still submitting the score, but falling short by 100 to give Turkey another breakpoint, we have to completely mental reset now, staying on double time, but for a very, very different map.
Yes, double time 3. See, it looks like Turkey is continuing to stay with these converts, only losing Hard Rock 3 so far. We'll see how they fare on DT 3. Datapad found a miss at the very beginning, Yugitera finding one at a much worse spot. Won't at 200 yet, but a double miss already on Team Sweden.
Flandre Scarlet finding a miss right before, another miss as well. A couple of misses right before 200 combo. Really struggling a little bit there, just dashing away from things slightly too fast. Datapad are going to miss as well, which limits Turkey's advantage slightly, but it is still currently at about 30,000 points as we come to the 1/3 distance mark.
Ooh, Mansek finding a miss. Aseon trading it though. Once again, Zeus holding on strong for Team Turkey.
So with those two drops now coming down from Turkey, I was just about to say that Aseon and Yugitera Romano not being at 200 combo was letting Turkey build an advantage, but now in the break, Turkey know that their score difference is going to be very rapidly eroded in the end of this song. Is there enough time for Sweden to come back? But there's a double miss from Sweden!
Double miss!
This one is settled.
Yeah, Aseon and Flandre holding on. Flandre missing now, Mansek missing too. Not enough time though.
Turkey not finishing with fantastic combos, but had just about built up enough of a score gap, winning by about 35,000 points there. 4-2 to Turkey now, leading Sweden, one of the veteran teams in CWC. This is the Turkey's first ever CWC appearance, might I remind you all. So Sweden will get to pick next, and I think the double time plan, whatever their plan was for double time, I think it's probably going to be abandoned now, and they're going to have to look somewhere else. Do they go back for hidden, despite the fact that they lost by 100 points? That seems like a little bit too much of a risk. I don't think Hard Rock against Mansek and Zeus is really a wise option right now. But then again, the two remaining nomads are very consistency heavy, and I think Turkey are definitely in the ascendancy. They have the better mental state right now, and you always perform better on consistency picks when you're in a much more relaxed mental state. I don't think they really have an easy out right now.
Let's see, as for converts, we have Nomad 4 left, Mixmon 2 left. Just thinking about where Turkey could go after this point. waiting on Sweden's pick. If I was Team Sweden right now, honestly, I would, if I was a captain, I'd be like, alright guys, toss what happened two maps ago aside. Don't even think about it anymore. We have a totally different mission from here on out now. Gotta reset that mental.
Yeah, they have to find some way to reset.
Yeah.
They are going to go with No Mod 4. That is very interesting. That is the longest map in the pool, obviously aside from the tiebreaker. So it is the most consistency heavy. And in a lot of ways, it's very similar to the map we just saw, except obviously without the double time added, because it relies massively on half jumps for most of its difficulty.
Four minutes and 14 seconds of fruit catching.
So taking a little bit of time to get started, as kind of has been par for the course for this match. But here we go, underway. Game number 7. Turkey, having taken a couple of breakpoints off of Sweden, currently leading 4-2 against the CWC veterans. Another breakpoint for Turkey here would put them at match point on their own pick. So Sweden really, really need to focus for the next 4 minutes to secure this point.
Seeing a miss already from Mansek and Zeus. Datapata trading it though. Once again,
Yeah, that's
very early in the map.
yeah, kind of the start that they wanted, at least insofar as they have the early advantage. But early misses, as you said, not too much of a problem here, just because the map is long and therefore it's quite easy to get back up to 200 combo and start scoring that maximum score per fruit. Yukitaro Amanu going to drop as well there though. That is definitely going to give Turkey the advantage, as pretty much everyone else is getting up to that 200 combo cap.
A miss on Turkey with Mansek. Datapata missing on the same time as Mansek again. Flandre dropping now though. Zeus dropping now too.
Yeah, no combos really remaining on the side of Turkey. Aesion is really helping to reel the score difference back in here. You can see that red bar getting smaller and smaller. If Sweden can keep holding, I think they will have the advantage by the time everyone's back at 200 combo. And there you can see it flipping over right now, Sweden taking the advantage.
$6,000 point lead so far. Now 7,000 points, but still very close between these two teams.
Yeah, very short break there, telling you just enough that you're doing okay, your opponent is doing okay. The pressure keeps building. If any one of you makes a mistake, that one mistake could decide the point. Everyone in a little bit of a calmer, less kind of strong dash heavy section right now has managed to build combo back up, but Mansek is going to be the first to drop. Again, everyone else apart from Franja Scarlet, so 2 misses now on the side of Turkey. Sweden going to be accelerating that difference as they do really well to get through that half hyper jump section. Yukitaro Romano missing, but Mansek trading, so they still have the advantage now.
He only has Zeus over the 200 max. Sweden having Aesiom and Datapata already up there. Mansek missing again. Flandre is going to get up to that 200 though.
Yeah, Aesiom's double S, with 1/3 of the map still to go, is really, really buoying Sweden right now. He's a good 40,000 points clear of anyone else in the lobby, and the score gap is about 60,000, so most of that is all him.
We have 1/3 of the map to go. That's about a minute left still. Flandre finding a miss now.
Now Sweden will be feeling a little bit more confident with the 80,000 point lead and knowing that Flandre Scarlet did just miss, so that's going to be growing in size as the map proceeds to its conclusion.
Yeah, both Turkey players are Art and Zeus underneath 200. Mansek's about to get up there. Nearing the final sections of the map. Yukitero finding a miss now. Aseon and Datapad is still holding on. Flandre missing it, so it's not going to help Turkey much at all.
Flandre Scarlet is wiggling everything. I don't know if he's flexing or has just given up on life right now. He is catcher dancing for days. It's not worked out well there.
Yeah, it cost him a miss right there.
So Sweden in the end going to be taking that one fairly comfortably. Aseon, fantastic performance. Datapad with a couple of early misses, but otherwise really, really consistent towards the end. Zeus also had some misses right at the beginning, but otherwise performed really well. Unfortunately, Mansek and Flandre Scarlet just not quite able to match the combo game of Team Sweden, which is going to create that score difference. So Sweden get a point back. They've had their pick. They're only reducing it to a 1-point gap, but Turkey do have that breakpoint advantage, and it's their pick next as they look to go to match point.
The Turkey being very consistent with picking converts, just lost a convert pick, but they still have, I believe, Double Time 4 as a convert and Mixed Mod 2 as a convert.
That is correct. I think it would be risky of them to go for Double Time at the moment, given how Koigokoro went. But I don't know, it's a very different type of map, so maybe they decide that the difficulty is more suited to their experience. The one no-mod pick left in the pool, Time to Air, I think is probably the easiest map available to them. And as the match goes on, I think that's less likely to be picked. They're going to go with DT2 though, the dense 390 BPM platter.
Ah, this is your platter.
It is. Probably the most mechanically technical, not in terms of the patterns that are kind of laid out. Next.
Alright, here we go. I think this is the shortest map. 1 minute 40 seconds. Two misses already, one on Team Sweden, one on Turkey, Zeus, and Eclipse.
Yeah, so despite being the shortest map in the pool, the sheer density in BPM means that the combo is actually like a little bit higher than you'd maybe expect. Zeus struggling a little bit with some of those wiggles, but still 2 players for comboing, and in fact, Datapad is going to be the first one to go down there of those 4, which is going to give Turkey a little bit of a growing advantage, but a double miss now, and a double miss from Sweden as well. Aesion once again holding Team Sweden together, clawing that gap back.
Datapad continuing to find misses though as the Turkish team recovers. We're halfway through the map now. Turkey with a comfortable lead. But we still have 1 key left.
Yeah, the twin misses from Datapad and Eclipse as Aesion goes down now as well. Turkey, all of their players at 200 combo, they're in a fantastic position to secure this point and to get match point now. Sweden have to just FC the rest and hope that more goes down as we see Flandre Scarlet and Datapad trading misses, but Zeus goes down as well. Flandre Scarlet missing again.
Another one. Eclipse trading in.
Mansek still holding a good combo, but oh my god, the misses are coming so fast we almost can't even commentate on them. Sweden have no real combos left as Mansek is going to be the one to carry this one out towards the end. Really convincing victory in the end there by about 160,000 points, 130,000 points.
That will be 163,000, yep.
163,000. So take a huge breath, because that one has taken all of my energy away. Turkey on match point, Sweden to pick.
Your map destroyed everyone there.
It did cause quite a few misses, but I mean, this is the nature of high BPM. Like, you're not going to just miss one note very often. You're going to miss in big stacks. So I think that is quite definitely the fastest pick we've seen in this match so far. Aesion going straight into Hard Rock 2, either deciding that this is their best or perhaps even only option that they feel they can play against Turkey right now.
Sweden still has time for a tiebreaker. They need to take this pick and break the point on Turkey after this. For now, it looks like on Team Sweden not only is 1 foot out the door, but they are being politely shoved towards that door. So of the only Hard Rock map to be picked, we have Sweden found a breakpoint on Hard Rock 3. Otherwise, Hard Rock has not been touched. Still have 1 and 2 left.
We saw a little bit of it in mixed mod, but of course that was only one person having to play Hard Rock. Now everybody got to stick the mod on.
And something I want to give some very strong credit to Turkey for, regardless. I believe they took all 3 double time maps. So they dominated on that mod pool. But it's all gone now.
I think Double Time 4 is still open to them if
that's right, there's
Sweden
4.
managed to win this pick.
Not used to there being 4 double time things.
No, it is a little bit of a kind of novelty for me as well. So Yukito Romano and Lorem Ipsum coming back in on their respective sides for what might be the final point in this game if Turkey can secure another break point. Sweden looking to keep their CWC 2022 dreams and ambitions alive. So fans, now is the time to really get behind your team. They need your energy now more than ever. I don't think Turkey realistically want to let this go to a tiebreaker because the experience and the kind of pressure, the nerves, the knowledge of how to play in these high pressure situations definitely the advantage that Sweden hold. Lorem Ipsum missing a hyperdash and dropping a whole stack there though. The Aesion trading, as we see an earlier miss from Zeus as well.
Yeah, Sweden gonna come out of this early early few sections with a little Flandre finding a few misses there. Again, a very short map, about 2 minutes, but it is, once again, as you can see, quite a bit dense.
Yeah, so it's dense, but relatively kind of nicely flowing. It's one of the easier picks from the Hard Rock pool this time around. I'm surprised that it was left this long. I felt like at least one of the teams would have used it as more of a kind of comfort pick, but regardless, here we go. Sweden definitely building a huge advantage here now, though. That's going to be capped at about 90,000 points as everyone gets that 200 combo mark back with half of the map still to play. Sweden doing everything they need to do right now, just holding combo, trying to let the map run out. Turkey really can't do anything except keep FCing and hope for a Sweden miss. Probably
And
2 misses required. Yeah, Aseon, the Sweden MVP right now so far this match, is one of those to go down, but they're definitely going to need at least one more miss, possibly even 2. But they see a miss from Lorem Ipsum, they're traded with Yuki.
That score bar is getting slower or smaller and smaller as Lorem finding another miss though. It's gonna get bigger now. So we head into the final seconds of this map. It might be a very close point for Sweden.
We see a double miss from Sweden, is it going to be enough?
It's enough! Or not! Oh my gosh!
Hey,
Holy crap!
Sweden clutched it on spins, but both Yukitaro and Lorem missing that final slider. That could have gone either way. Only 1,500 points the difference. Sweden clutch it by the narrowest of margins. They could have lost that point at so many occasions.
My heart, dude, at that final end, it went from a resting heartbeat to like I just came back from a run.
So Sweden had the double miss, and I thought they'd thrown it away. They stole it back with a fantastic spin, and then they almost
missed
away again, but they traded a miss. Holy macaroni.
Oh my god.
This match has been like 2 people just running into each other at maximum speed until one of them can't get up anymore. Like, we've seen matches that have been like very finely contested with just a single miss, finessed, lots of kind of tactics and point trading. This has just been 2 kind of teams running into each other until one can't stand up anymore, and we're getting to that point. There've been, 9 maps played now? Turkey have 1 more pick. If Sweden get a breakpoint, we're going to tiebreaker.
I mean, my hand is literally shaking a little bit after that. That was crazy. that last 15 seconds was the craziest moment of my weekend so far.
I mean, people that know me and have watched me kind of commentating on CWC for a number of years will know that I'm not usually the hype guy. I'm kind of like the calm guy that's like, this person was 12,000 points better on this pick than they were in the last round. Very calmly collected stats guy. But yeah, I couldn't help but jump up at that one. That was really, really intense. Turkey gonna stake Mixed Mod 2 on their victory, going in with all the marbles.
This is risky, I think. It is a convert. They have showed that they dominate when it comes to converts, with the exception of No Mod 4 so far. But they did lose the first mixed mod.
They lost the first mixed mod. They've been reasonably solid at Hard Rock and Hidden, both of the kind of 2 picks I'm thinking of, the one we just saw and HD3 Anima, were both kind of contested by tiny, tiny margins. I think this is a hugely risky pick from Turkey. I don't necessarily think that anything they could have chosen was significantly better, but I think Hidden and Hard Rock have been so evenly contested. Aseon saying sight read time. Not sure whether he's being serious there, but this is not really the inspiring team talk you want to be giving your team. If you're the star player in the match on your team, you don't want to be kind of saying like, hey guys, don't expect anything because I haven't practiced the map.
Yeah, that's... Oh man, I'm in a totally different headset now.
So Aeon sticking on with Hidden, no Eclipse coming in. We've seen Eclipse play Hidden a couple of times for Team Sweden in these mixed mod maps. But it is going to be Aeon staying in. He's obviously feeling, despite the sight read feeling good, as we see an early mistrade. Datapada and Zeus both missing at the exact same combo.
Both are Hard Rock players as well.
Shimu going to be going down on Team Turkey, which allows Sweden a little bit of an advantage, but Aeon trades that not long afterwards. Going to bring things very closely back together, as long as everyone maintains combo. Zeus and Datapada are both trading misses at the exact same point again, but Shimu going down as well, meaning that Sweden have a slight advantage as they're building back up. Flandra Scala and Yukiteru Romano, the two no-mod players, both doing really, really well so far. But as I say that goes down,
we are already halfway through. Again.
Yeah, this is not a long map. Again, 2 minutes in length. Zeus goes down. Datapada holds this time at 200 combo. Really, really good for Sweden fans.
I honestly, I can't. I don't even want to say anything. I'm too scared of messing anything up.
Yukiteru and Shimu trading misses. Zeus has still got a while to go building that combo back up, but he manages to hold on the wiggles, and this time Datapada is the one that breaks. That score gap is going to get smaller with a quarter of the map still to play.
Andre finding a miss.
Yeah, as Yukiteru is just getting back up to 200 combo, I think another trade there between Datapada and Flandra Scala, but Zeus goes down as well. Sweden have the score advantage here coming into the end, and we are probably going to be seeing a tiebreaker, the third of the weekend.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for carrying me through that point. I was too afraid to say anything.
No problem. 110,000 points the difference. Aeon, for someone who said he hadn't played the map at all, would have been an SS if not for that one early miss. So that would be an impressive flex if that is a sight read for sure. So I don't think anyone had a tiebreaker predicted for this map, but hey, this has been a very surprising weekend all around. So let's go. It's extra mode time.
All right. Tiebreaker hype, ladies and gentlemen. Turkey and Sweden gonna have to take this map to stay alive in the Catch World Cup 2022.
Yeah, reminder, this is a loser's bracket match, so whoever gets knocked out here is gone home. No more participation. Sweden have a history of getting decently far in tournaments despite being one of the kind of lower seeded teams. Traditionally, a lot of older players that don't necessarily farm performance points for ranking. Turkey, as we said earlier in the match, their first ever CWC appearance. It would be huge for them to win this tiebreaker and win a knockout match at the first time of asking.
You're a fan of the Turkish players or fan of the Swedish players. This is the time to show your energy for these teams. I am still extremely anxious to see how this goes.
So much PP overheat in the chat. Fantastic to see. We got 5 minutes, so don't burn yourselves out. Will it be Sweden bringing it back to another CWC knockout performance, or will it be Turkey making their mark on the grandest stage of all at the first year of being eligible to do so? We've got 5 minutes to decide who's going to be progressing in this 2022 edition of the Catch World Cup. Mansek, Flandra Scala, and Zeus lining up for Team Turkey on the left in red. Aeon, Yukiteru Romano, and Datapada in blue for Team Sweden. Mansek missing at that 200 combo mark, pretty much the worst time possible, but Yukiteru dropping a large slider tick on that little wiggly slider that you can stack, but you've got to be kind of well positioned to do so. So I think Turkey have just been given a huge lifeline here. That was a really, really unfortunate point to miss at for Mansek, but Yuki's slight mispositioning has given them a chance to stay in this one. But we're only about a minute into the map, so definitely a lot still to play for. But Zeus goes down now, just as everyone else is building back up. Again, Datapata trades now. Mansek goes down once again. Sweden, the first team to really take a little bit of advantage in the scoreline.
So as you and I talked about when we did the round of 16 showcase, this map is quite a bit above the level of the entire rest of the round of 16 pool, as tiebreakers usually are.
Yeah, I think we had a little bit of guilt that the round of 32 tiebreaker was maybe not quite difficult enough, although we did only see it the one time. This map is really, really punishing, and it's fairly consistently difficult. There are very few kind of easy, relaxing parts as we get into a really, really dense technical section now. Landra Scarlet goes down, but Datapata trades several times, and that is going to bring Turkey back in within shooting distance of the lead here. Really, only about 5,000 points of the gap, I think.
As you say that, Mansek and Flandre both missing on the Turkish side. Flandre missing yet again. Yukitero trading it. Sweden's going to run away a little bit, though. Aesion finding a big miss there.
Datapata down as well. No major combos left for Team Sweden now. Zeus still at 700 now, 800 combo is really, really keeping Turkey in this one. This is one of the only kind of calm sections, but these half jumps are not small. You really still need to be paying attention.
We're halfway through this tiebreaker, ladies and gentlemen. Mansek finding a miss. Flandre too. Double miss on Turkey. One miss for Sweden. Yukitero finding a miss at the beginning of this very dense section.
Another miss between Yukitero and Flandre, but there's a double miss, triple miss on Team Sweden. Zeus still holding 1200 combo now. Mansek is above 200 as well. There's still no break here, so they won't know the difference, but that 20,000 score gap is going to come really far down within the next 100 combo or so.
And you can see the scoreboard getting smaller and smaller. We have 1/3 of the map. It's about a minute and a half still to go.
Everyone managing to catch the ends of those extended sliders. Flandre Scarlet and Mansek, huge drop there from Mansek right before the final Ki section. And Sweden not trading a miss this time, looking like they are going to be pulling away. Datapata goes down, Yukitero Mana goes down as well.
Yukitero finding another miss.
There's another twist in the works here. This score gap has come all the way down. Mansek low.
Oh my god. I can't do this.
Flandre Scarlet goes down, Mansek goes down again,
Aesion goes down.
No!
Zeus misses!
Zeus finally goes down. The rock of Turkey was holding them together, but Datapata also missing as well. Sweden have just about built up enough of a score difference, I think, here to secure this one.
Yukitero finding a miss, though.
There could still be a chance.
Mansek trading it. Only one person over 200. Flandre Scarlet on Turkey.
There really is no let up until the very last note falls. Combos building back up nicely. Aesion drops. I don't think there's quite enough time unless we see multiple more drops from Sweden here, though.
You see a double miss on Turkey, though. Yukitero missing too. Datapata also missing. Mansek finding a miss, though, at the very end. It looks like this is going to be a Swedish victory.
Yeah, there's just some kind of long repeat sliders here towards the end. Nothing too challenging that will tip a 40,000 point score difference. The experience of Team Sweden, having played in multiple World Cups, is going to win out as they take this tiebreaker 6 points to 5 in the round of 16. Turkey's inexperience in kind of these high pressure situations, their lack of like big stage tournament practice, unfortunately, their undoing. They're going to be going home, but they can say without a doubt that they have lit the World Cup stage alight with how they've done so far in this, their first ever CWC. Huge props to Team Turkey, but it will be Sweden just about clinging on to that spot in the losers bracket.
Yeah, what a fantastic showing from Turkey. and we have given them quite a bit of praise both on stream and with predictions on your own channel. I mean, what a showing! This is the first year Turkey entered the Catch World Cup, and they brought such a bang. They did not disappoint. Their entrance was absolutely fantastic. But Sweden finding the win here, not an easy one for them, but they did it. Congratulations to Team Sweden. Moving on to the next losers bracket match.
Yeah,
Wow.
experience does count for a lot of things. Sometimes worth its weight in performance points and your seeding. Definitely proving that age is just a number and they can roll back the clock when it counts. Really, really well played to them. Commiserations to Turkey, as we said, but yeah, what a fantastic match and an excellent way to sign off on this weekend of round of 16 World Cup matches.
Wow.
So we're going to take a very, very short break, but we're going to quickly go through the bracket just for you right now. You can see the full lineup. Losers bracket is currently on screen right now for what's going to be happening in next weekend's quarterfinal stage. You can see there Russia versus Japan, Germany versus Vietnam, Finland, Australia, Brazil, Norway. These are all going to be fantastic matches, I think, that have potential to go very, very close. Italy, a very dangerous team there in the losers bracket that really, really shouldn't be, but hopefully they can bring their way back up. And up here in the winners bracket, China, France, Indonesia, Chile, Korea, Mexico, and US, Canada. Any one of those matches has the potential to be an absolute blockbuster. I can't wait.
I'm really looking forward to it, but I have to throw in I'm very nervous for Korea, Mexico. As a strong supporter of the Mexican team, I'm very afraid of that match.
So thank you for letting us have a look at the bracket. We went through that quickly. I guess as I was going to say, we're going to have a very quick break whilst we sort out everything for the map pool showcase, which is coming up for the quarterfinals, which is next weekend. I think I'm going to be joined by Seka and Nelly if they are available. And yeah, thank you very much, Luminite, for commentating with me. It was fantastic to have you as always. Hope you enjoyed.
Oh, of course. That was, I mean, yeah, what a way to end the round of 16. I mean, could not have been better.
So yeah, we're going to have, I think, about a 10-minute break. Obviously, stream's going to keep running, so you can keep listening to our fantastic featured artist playlist whilst we get everything ready for the map pool showcase. Don't go too far. Feel free to grab a drink, grab something to eat, stretch the legs. If it's still daytime, if there's still some daylight out where you are, do touch some grass, get some fresh air, and we'll see you back all for the quarterfinals map pool showcase very, very soon.